Okay, you should be able to hear me now. I forgot I had it muted in two places. Um, but how are you guys doing? Let me check the chat here. I need to start wearing my glasses so I can see it in front of me. Hey Alex, what's up? Hey D, Calvin, Stewart, hello. How are you guys doing? Can you hear me now? Yes. Yeah, how was your guys' weekend? Let me know. I'd love to know what's going on in your life. But so, in our poll for this week, leather crafting did win. It seems like you guys really like seeing the leather crafting because I feel like every time I put it in the poll, it always does really well. Hey Laura, what's up? Long time no see. You broke the curse of no Etsy orders and inspired me to do a video. Nice. Awesome. Well, you did a new lamp. Oh, that's cool. Partly inspired by the streams. Oh, nice. Do I have red, white, and blue leather? I do not, unfortunately. That would be really cool if I did. If I had planned ahead, I could have done that. Right now, the only leather I have is like a dark brown and then like a black. Um, but yeah, I do want to get more leather. It's so expensive. If you get real leather, obviously, and in order to cut it on the laser, it needs to be real leather. Um, but yeah, so I do want to get some more in the future. But you guys, I have a little bit of bad news. I have come to the very hard decision that I need to go back to being a graphic designer full time and not do Etsy as like my full time gig anymore, which is a super bummer. So after the summer, I'm gonna go back into like, full time, I guess, office mode, right? Is the kind of right word. So most likely, unless I can figure it out, but most likely after the summer, these lives on Monday will either have to happen later in the evening, like after working hours, or maybe just might not happen at all. Sweet, Alex, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I have my Etsy shop on sale until July 5th. So if there's something that you've been wanting, now is the time to get it. I think this is the most I've ever done as percentage off. Oh, thank you, D. I appreciate it. Yes, I love this hat too. But yeah, so yeah, definitely, Kristen, for sure. And it's not at a point yet where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get a job right now. But just with Etsy's algorithm and stuff going on with Etsy and just the economy in general, sales are just going down all across the board for like handmade items and stuff. And so I don't want to get to a point to where it's like stressful and like freaking out and stuff. So I'll probably do that. Now you never know, things can change very rapidly and very suddenly. But yeah, so I've been thinking about that a lot this last week. So that's been kind of hard. And all that stuff. So it hasn't been, I mean, not just that, but just in general, it's been a really bad week. Today has been so far an absolutely terrible day. So I'm very happy to be with you guys and to hang out with you because I love you guys and I love hanging out. And we'll get to crafting here in just a second. Alex is wearing her leather patch hat. Awesome. Sweet. Friends for life. Laura, whatever you need. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. D says, that's okay, Ashley. We're here for you. Let us know about any lives or videos. I absolutely will. I'm so behind on my like normal YouTube content too. I literally, at this point, I think I literally have 10 videos recorded and I need to just go through it all and like edit it. And let me tell you, editing is not my favorite thing. So, but yeah, so I need to get on track. I think this weekend, not this weekend, I'm going on vacation this weekend, but next week I'm gonna really like buckle down and be like, bam, let me schedule all these videos out and stuff. But all right, so leather crafting 1. I will give you a sneak peek on a project that I am working on for the future. I'm going to be making a leather soccer ball. So I've cut out a bunch of these little hexagon shapes that then, and then I have some, I think, pentagon. What's the one with 5 sides? I don't know. And then, I'll sew these all together, and then it could be like a cool little soccer ball. So that's going to be something that's going to come out probably after summer for how much work it's actually going to take. Let's see. Stuart said editing is the worst part. Yeah, definitely. You totally get it. And oh my gosh, so all these little holes, now all these little like fillings out of the holes are now on my desk. So that's not good. Let me try and wipe these off real quick. All right. So I think what we're going to do today is I designed this very simple, oh, that is going to be way too big just looking at this now. I designed this sunglasses case, which now I can see is massive, but I think the shape itself is going to be fine, and then I can just shrink it down, and then we can, and then I can like sell the pattern and stuff. But so let's just kind of get it assembled so we can kind of see how much size I can actually take off and stuff. So I'm just taking off my masking tape here. Let me switch cameras. Oh no. Okay. I don't know what it is, but about OBS, every time I unplug and plug in this camera, the overhead one, it makes me have to re-link it every single time. Okay. Is it back online? I don't know what just happened. Hello. Let me know if it got messed up or if it's working. Because I don't know. It did a weird thing. OBS crashed, so I don't know if it's still back on or not. Let me see. Let me check the chat. Yeah, it's back. Okay. Yeah, you froze. That's so weird. Yeah, OBS totally crashed. I don't know what happened, so I panicked. Okay, so this is the thing, and you can see now why I said this is way too big. Because for reference, here is my sunglasses. But good to know that I can shrink this by quite a lot, so that is good. I thought this was a lot of stitching holes. But we can easily, I'm sure, find something to put into this. So let's take our little glue here. Ow. This is the leather glue that I use. I like it a lot. It's called Aquilum 315. And no, I think the lid... I think the lid glued itself. Oh no. How do I get this off? Oh, this is like super stuck. Let's see if we can get some pliers. Alright. Of course, you guys, that things like this happen. Water gun holster. Yeah, there you go. That would be cool. You're slowly working on a wallet. Nice. Oh, a sunglasses case. Personalized. That would be awesome, huh? Yeah, maybe I can offer that on my Etsy shop. Maybe that's the what am I trying to say? Maybe that's what I need to start selling. Okay, so these pliers are not good. Maybe if I stand up, it'll give me more leverage. It like hurts. Oh my gosh. I can see right there that there's glue that's stuck. Well, you guys, let me know how your days are going. Because let me tell you, this is making me mad. But maybe if I remove this little blob, maybe it'll open it up. Is the glue necessary? It's not necessary by any means. I don't know, it's just part of my process, so I automatically am like, let's glue this up, you know? Okay, that did nothing. Let me just try and see if because I do need to use this for like other things though, so let me try and just get this off. If not, we'll just skip the glue. Resolve is eating a video out in the backyard, so it's a good day. You may bust a kayak out tomorrow. Nice. Yes, D, I am gonna stitch it. So we might just give up on the glue. Oh, I got it. Oh man. Whew, that was. So it takes about 2 minutes for the glue to get tacky on each side. So let's just do that real quick. Oh my gosh. Sorry. So I'm just getting a little bit on my brush, and I'm just going to put it right here on the edge where these stitching holes are. You don't want to go too far into the piece, you know? That's like a lot in that one area. And you don't want it to be like globbed on either. I'm getting like a bunch of text messages right now. Everyone's texting me at the same time. So also too, if you have the stitching holes already cut out like I do on the leather, because some people will do them after they glue the parts together, but since I do it on the laser, that's where we're at. Oh no. Where was I going at? Oh, you want to be careful not to put so much that it's seeping down through the through the holes. You don't want the glue to go all the way down there. Alright, so we just need this for like a couple minutes. Yeah, the glue is for extra reinforcement, so especially something like this, where it's going to be like folded and this opening. So right there's going to be a lot of stress where the stitching is, and so that just kind of gives it a little bit of a reassurance, I guess, is the word that I'm looking for. And then I have this little needle that will stick in a couple of these holes for when we go to clamp it together. That way it lines up and I don't have to recut these holes. But man, my hand is all red from trying to open this stupid bottle. Sorry, I just need to respond to this message really quickly. I bet we have like 2 minutes for this to dry. Okay. But, alright. I mean, the other thing is too, is because we are stitching it, you don't super have to wait for this to dry completely, because you can clamp it up. What a lot of people will do too is they'll take a little heat gun or like a hair dryer, and then to speed up the process as well. If you were putting this glue on things that were not leather, it would take 10 to 20 minutes to dry. A sewing machine would be great. That would be amazing. I just don't have the space for it. Like, it's already a struggle. Alright, let's just try and see what we can do here. It's already a little bit tacky. Okay. So before I press down on anything, where are these other ones? I'm gonna get a couple of these out. Oh geez. That one is hooked to string. Actually, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna go for it. We're just gonna press this down because I forgot I can see the light coming through these, and then for a couple of these I'll stick this in just so there's a little bit of extra reinforcement. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to put some clamps on here. And so with this kind of process too, you want the clamps to not go into the like finish part of the edge of the leather. You want it to be kind of right here on the edges. Yeah, the struggle bus is in full effect today. It absolutely is. Should have said materials, not only fabrics. Okay, cool. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a great day. I hope you're having a better day than I am. But like I said, I love hanging out with you guys, so I'm really happy that you're here with me. So I appreciate it. Also, summer is officially here in California. It's going to be 90 degrees today. It's already 85 in the garage. So, fun times. And then, so I'm not going to like have us clamp this for like 20 minutes. Like, see how too I got careless with the glue, and so now it's on the leather. That's annoying. Really what I should have done probably is I should have kept the tape on and then taken it off after I had like glued it up. It's finally summer up in NorCal too. Yeah, your peak is 68. Okay, Calvin, get out of here. Bay Area. But yeah, I think I do like this little kind of swoopy design for the sunglasses case once I shrink this down. But I'm excited. I like it. Because I want to do some like simple patterns, but also where it's not so simple that you're like, why would I even make that? It's like a hard balance to find. You know? You always remember summer, California right around. You always remember, summer arriving. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, June was like so cold. It was weird. It was very strange. Very odd. All right. We'll just give that a second, and then we can put it in our little stitching pony that I made. Well, not really made. It's like it's not a good stitching pony. If you're going to do leather working or leather crafting, we're going to hand sew. I recommend just buying a stitching pony off Amazon because it's much better. Oh yeah, Texas is dying. That is for sure. Calvin says, I know you can make embossing tools easily with a 3D printer. Maybe you could emboss. Oh, that would be cool. I should definitely look into that. Kristen, did you end up getting a 3D printer? Stuart, double summer. Alright, let me put this off to the side. Where did I put my label? Okay, so I got this little vice clamp from Harbor Freight. I think it was like 20 bucks. And this is what I use as my stitching pony because in my mind it was cheap. And I didn't have and I wasn't gonna do anything like crazy big, except however now I'm wondering if this is like that might be fine. Another thing that you can do if you have a fold is you dampen the crease of the leather with some water and then like clamp it down, and that will help too. So then on this little vice clamp thing too, I do have pieces of leather. That way nothing will get scratched up. Okay. Let's look at this leather, the color of this leather. What color stitching should we do? Let's see. We have like black. We have a couple shades of brown. That might be too close. We have a navy blue. We have red. We have this lighter brown. That might be too light though. We have this gray. We have like a silver. Is that another black? We have two blacks. Do we have two blues as well? Oh, we have two blues. I thought I had green somewhere, but maybe not. Oh, and then we have this like real dark brown. Maybe should we do one of the browns? Oh, geez. Or should we do a different color? Yeah, I absolutely could. I do need to make myself like a proper stitching pony. I just haven't. Blue would be a nice contrast. Okay, let's see what it looks like with the blue. Is this blue? No. Is this blue? This is the blue. I don't know if we still need to decide. I mean, we could do blue. Let's do blue. Okay, doke. Artichoke. Alright. So, I'm just going to unravel some of this. I always struggle with knowing how long to actually cut the yarn. Okay. Let's get... I could use these thicker needles that I have, but I did recently buy some thinner ones, which make it a lot easier. So if you're going to do the hand stitching like I am, you need 2 needles. Ah! Dang. Yes. It's a struggle. Let me stand up real quick. Alright. So we have like a really small little eyelet. I don't know. I think that's kind of hard to see. So we're going to put the yarn, or the string, and what we do is we push the tip of the needle through the yarn. So it goes like that, and you just bring it down, and then you pull on it. And then also this string is wax. If you're going to do leather stitching, you want to have a wax string. Alright, we got the one side. Oh, I'm all tangled over here. Okay. Okay, here's the other side. Okay. Alright, so let's move this to like right here. Okay, so I'm going to pull out, well, let's unclamp a couple of these. Alright, and then I'm going to pull this out. And then we'll put our needle and thread through this. And then you want to even up the 2 sides. This is really long. Sorry about that. Okay, I think I cut way too much. Okay. Alright, so we have our string. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through with the one side. And then in that same hole, and we'll kind of pull the string up a little bit, we'll go through the back side of that string. And you pull it through. And then you pull these strings, and you want to try and keep it as even as possible. And then you give it a nice little tug. You don't want to go so tight that you break the string at all. And then you just keep doing that for the rest of the time. And this is why, the way that you do this is why it seems like you're getting like a ridiculous amount of string out, but like it really isn't. Oh no, we got a little knot going on. Oh, that was just excess glue. 1 eternity later. Yeah, definitely if you're gonna do hand leather stitching, you definitely have to be patient. But if this is too boring to watch, we can just glue up some more pieces or something. You guys gotta let me know though. Because I can't read your minds. Man, it is hot today. I know it's not as hot as Texas, but I'm warm. One eternity later. Who likes SpongeBob? I like SpongeBob. That's good. And so I just be really careful to make sure that I'm doing it the same way each time. That way the yarn or the string, the thread doesn't twist on me. Curious, can your vise clamp to the table? Not really. Not the way that this one is set up. Oh, actually, I don't know. Maybe. I haven't actually tried. I'm assuming probably that's what that is for. Yeah, once you do the first couple, you kind of get into like a rhythm. And then it's like faster, you know? Oh, this glue is popping out. I put too much glue on. Alright. And the other thing about this little vise that I have too is the thread keeps getting like caught on all the like mechanisms of it. So there's this really cool one on Amazon that you can just clamp to the edge of a desk that I might buy. It's like $60. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about if I want to just make my own or if I want to just buy one off of Amazon. So, not sure what I want to do yet. See, yeah, it's frustrating that it keeps getting caught, but what can you do? I think this is why I don't do as many leather projects, because it's just tedious trying to work with my little cheap setup that I did. But it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Yeah, that could be cool to DIY one, huh? You guys, you want to know the thing that I really want to try out, and I might take a class after the summer, is I want to do blacksmithing. Also, do we think to see this happening, is this a good camera angle, or should it be this one? You guys let me know which camera angle you think is better. I don't know. Should we try this one for a little bit? Not trying to make you guys like seasick with that. The one with me? This one? Okay. We can keep it on this for a little bit. That's fine. I think OBS had crashed earlier, the streaming software I use, because it keeps asking me if I want to update it, and I haven't yet. So maybe that's what I need to do. I should probably do it as soon as the stream is done. Otherwise, I'll just forget till next week, and I'll be like, why is this not working? You know? That's how I am. But I got this really cool little needle holder on Amazon. This thing, oh, I was trying to show you the overhead camera. It's really cool. I like it a lot. Oh, you like my lazy Susan? Thank you. Yeah, I had that idea in my head for a while because the new printer I got is like, it's a great printer. I just hate that the design is that you have to constantly like flip it back and forth, because who's going to have it in a place where you can access both sides easily, you know? What do you want to blacksmith? A sword? Yeah, I just want to do any kind of blacksmithing. It just looks so cool. Like, I've always been fascinated by it when I've seen it in places, like especially in TV shows and movies. Like, I just think it's so fascinating. I'm very much the kind of person who thinks like any kind of crafting is so cool because you're making something out of like literally nothing, right? And then so, but the fact that like blacksmithing is like you're literally just like hammering the crap out of a piece of metal and it becomes this like beautiful thing. And like I saw people make like metal roses and like all this stuff too. I don't know, it just looks really cool. And it doesn't seem like it's a super expensive thing to do. The class I was looking at, well, the class I think because like they teach you all the safety and everything, it was like $150 because there's a blacksmithing forge here in LA. But yeah, I thought it looked really cool. And then also too, just one of my favorite shows to watch while I'm like doing other work is Forged in Fire, which is like a whole knife making competition that always looks really cool. And I just think like that whole kind of like medieval era is like really cool to see and learn about. Or it'd just be cool too to make like a prop, like rather than 3D printing like a sword from some movie, like I could just blacksmith the metal one. So I would have to like literally though like own a farm. I feel like if I wanted to do like a full on blacksmithing setup, otherwise I'm only gonna be able to make like little blades like this big. But it's always nice to dream. And it would be cool just to even take like a class just to learn how to do it. You love Highlander, the series? They have some cool swords? Nice. You love Forge and Fire's Blown Away? Yeah, Forge and Fire. Yeah, Laura, you get it. Glass blowing looks awesome. Glass just freaks me out, so I don't know if that's something I would ever try. But a few years ago when I went to Tacoma, Washington, they have a glass museum, and in the middle of it, they have a glass blowing thing where people go and just are making glass objects, and you could just sit and observe. And it was like I literally sat there for like an hour, and my friend was like, "Can we go?" you know. But it's so cool. It's amazing what these people can make, you know. I think there's also like a glass blowing show on Netflix, maybe. Could be wrong. Highlander is definitely one of your favorite settings. Okay, guys, don't come at me. But is Highlander a TV show? You gotta let me know. I'm like, I don't watch a ton of TV and movies, so I'm always like really behind. Wait, where's this other needle? Oh. Like, I watched Ted Lasso. That was fan-freaking-tastic. You know, Danielle introduced you to some blacksmithing competition on Netflix, but he wasn't very impressed. Wow, Calvin. Okay. It was probably Forged in Fire. You love to watch, yeah, all the Renaissance Festival. I have said for so many years I want to go to the Renaissance Fair, and me and my sister always talk about it. And then by the time we're like, oh, we should see when that ends, it's like, oh, yesterday was the last day. So, you know, I always miss out. Oh, it's several movies and TV shows. Okay, you're a safety stickler. Yeah, there can only be one. Oh, it was in the early '90s before my time. Yes, I was a baby in the '90s. Oh, Metal Shop Masters. Oh, okay. Well, maybe, Calvin, you should check out Fortune Fire. It's a little bit safer, probably, I'm assuming. Yeah, I was born in 92, guys. I mean, which means I'm definitely not, like, super young by any means. But, oh my gosh, I was so excited. Someone thought I was 23 the other day. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, I am a youngin'. Also, last week I went to a camp, and I taught woodworking to kids for a week, so that was really fun. You worked at a Ren Fest one summer? That's cool. They're so cool, at least the ones you've been to in Ohio and Virginia. Nice. I feel like the East Coast would probably do it better than the West Coast. Is running away to join the Renaissance circuit? Maybe. That was the real announcement, not that I'm gonna stop my Etsy, but the fact that I'm gonna go join the Renaissance circus. Your main grumble was people welding in tank tops. Yeah. Well, I welded in a tank top, and remember, I got burned. 92, you're a freshman in high school. Yep. Oh, fun times. Yeah, I found out the other day that me and Alex are the same age. So that was cool. Which I feel like I should have known that. But for some reason, my brain was like, no, we're not the same age. I thought she was a couple years older than me. But she's not. I don't know why. Maybe just because she seemed more mature than I was. That's probably why. Yeah, that was painful. Yeah. So, for those of you who were not there, since it was just me and Calvin, he was teaching me how to weld. And I had a tank top on. I think I must have had like a long sleeve shirt on, but like didn't button it. And a spark from the weld went down like the sleeve and like burned my arm or my elbow or something. Yeah, definitely, Alex. Take the compliments as long as you can get them. But what's funny is then the kids that I was with last week, they have no concept of age, right? Like some of the kids thought I was like 16, some thought I was 60. I was like, okay, guys, like, come on. So it just is so funny. They just have no concept of like age and stuff. But yeah, so like hand stitching leather actually goes by quick when you're like chatting with your friends. So that's nice. Oh yeah, you were filming me welding. That's right. That's right. That's what happened. I think that is exactly what happened. So yeah. The misadventures of Ashley and Calvin making DIY projects. Fun fact, Calvin is one of the two people that got me into 3D printing. Him and then my friend Jameson. So that was cool. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you gotta, do something wrong to like learn, you know? Very much like with children. But yeah, so my one friend Jameson was super into the early 3D printing scene, and he was printing stuff out for me. And then I met Calvin, and he was like, hey, I have 3D printers, and he was showing me. And then he was kind enough to let me borrow his 3D printer for a week, and then I promptly broke it. So, but yeah, so those two guys were kind of the start to my 3D printing journey. Ugh, keeps getting freaking caught. You're such a good friend. What kind of break? Well, it was my fault, but I also feel like it technically wasn't my fault because the printer that he had two, not extruders, but two way, like you could take two filaments and print with it at the same time. Like it would mix it. And so I was only using one because I didn't really know. And for that kind of printer, it was wanting you to use like both basically, even if it was like the same color coming through. So the one side that wasn't being used got like jammed and backed up. And then, but by the time I realized it was messing up, it like had already like had a big old clog and everything. Kristen, your local library has 3D printing class. Oh, that's awesome. You should totally do that. Especially if you're thinking of getting into 3D printing, because then that way you don't want to buy it and be like, oh, actually this is the worst and I hate it. But that's why I'm letting one of my friends borrow my 3D printer right now because she wasn't sure if she would like it or anything. And she liked it so much that she bought her own 3D printer. And then she makes straw toppers for her business. That's really cool. It was the cursed A10M. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that wasn't the best 3D printer that was on the market. That's for sure. Man, it's toasty in here, guys. It's getting toasty. But surprisingly, the hand stitching's going, I think, relatively fast. I've seen some people where they just zip through it. Man. You had the T with the 3 colors. Oh yeah, it does not mind doing 1 color. I think they probably fixed it because that was happening to a lot of people, and then their kind of like reputation was going down, and so I think they're like, hey, let's take a look at this. Or it could have been too just quality control, you know. That's my one thing that I really hate about 3D printing is that the quality control is like terrible for the majority of companies. Your big thing is knowing 3D design. Even basic design really helps you. Yeah, I suggest playing around with Tinkercad. That is going to be the easiest 3D modeling software to start with. I do have a video on how to use Tinkercad on my channel. I think it's like how to make like your first design or something. Good choice with the blue stitching. I like it. It's good. I want to get like some more thread colors. That would be cool. But so like you can tell too, like this glue it's held really well. That's why this is my favorite one for leather. And then too, once you're done with the hand stitching, you do like a back stitch for a couple of them, just to like really lock it in place, and then we can burn up the excess thread with my little lighter. Ah. Right over. If you are used to writing computer code, OpenSCAD might be the easiest. Oh, interesting. You literally design with code? Interesting. What do we think we should put in this? Also, does anybody want this? I make all this stuff and then it just sits here. And then I end up throwing it away. Actually, a lot of the stuff I make, I give away to my youth group. But that's more like if it's like cups or like signs or something. Or like, if it's rugs, like the youth group kids have a lot of rugs. Because I made a Grinch rug for my 12 days of Christmas DIYs last year. And then one of the kids took it. I was like, okay. Speaking of Christmas, do you think I should do Christmas in July content? I'm not sure. Like, I enjoy it, but I don't know if it's really like a huge successful thing. I know quite a few people do it, but I don't know. I want to, you know what I want to do? I want to do like a slime tutorial. Maybe in August or September. Dream Builder, hello. How are you doing? Sorry, I had to stand up real quick. This chair like hurts my back. This is the little stool that I sit on. I guess this would be one of the times too where I should have just bought a proper stitching pony because I could like manipulate it a little bit more. But man, it's warm. Anybody else getting warm? Get the glue off of this needle. But yeah, there's some people, I don't know how they do it, but they hold like both needles in like one hand and like they just do it so quickly. That one had a lot of glue in the little hole. So that's one of the downsides about cutting your leather on the laser is because you had the holes pre-cut. Because what some people would do is they would glue this and clamp it, and then they would pound in the holes afterwards. But I like doing it this way just because it comes out cleaner, and I don't have like the straightest cutting skills. Ah, keeps getting caught in this thing. How are you doing, Gym Builder? The one thing I do like too about the way that these needles get threaded is I can just like drop it and it won't come off of the needle. So that is always nice. Ow. What have you guys had for lunch? I gotta think about my lunch plans after this. You haven't had anything yet? How did you get free fries at Chick-fil-A? Ooh, pizza sounds really good, actually. But Chick-fil-A sounds good too. If only there was a Chick-fil-A pizza. Now, I would eat that. With the little chicken nuggies on it, I'll be down. Haven't eaten yet. You're preparing stuff for tomorrow. Ooh, what are you doing tomorrow? Oh, it's like you mean for 4th of July? I just realized tomorrow's 4th of July because I heard a firework. I'm a part of like my city's like Facebook group, you know, where people can be like, I don't know, we could just talk about your city. And it's so funny. This person posted, and I was like, guys, can you keep your kids and your dogs quiet in the morning? I've been up all night letting off fireworks, and I was like on the floor laughing. I was like, that's so funny. Because, like, all the posts in that was like, oh, you hear the fireworks, blah, blah, blah. Like, come on, we won our independence, so obviously we have to blow ourselves up. in celebration of that fact. Calvin's trying to distract me. He sent me a photo of the Chick-fil-A promo, guys. I'm assuming that's what the photo is. You know what sounds really good, though, is a milkshake. That sounds really good. In Salinas, you're allowed to purchase certain types of fireworks. South of the border, yeah. Steak kebabs with chimichurri. Ooh. We're all going over to Kristen's tomorrow because that sounds delicious. I hope you're ready for 10 extra people. We're on the home stretch. What time is it? Oof, I'm running out of time. I'm going to try and end it in like 8 minutes because I feel bad if I go over an hour. Because I talk too much. Oh no. All right. But we're on the home stretch, you guys. On the home stretch. Of course, this freaking glue is trying to sabotage. Last night, you guys, I went and saw Tina Turner the musical with my sister, and it was great. It was a great show. The amount of energy that lady had that played Tina Turner was astounding. I was like, she has to be chugging like 5 Red Bulls on the daily to get that kind of energy. But it's a really sad story. I don't know if you guys know much about Tina Turner, but her first husband was awful. I had told my sister, I was like, oh, we should try and sell the tickets to see if we can make some money since she had died recently. But I'm glad we went. It was good. It was a good distraction last night. Yeah, see, I didn't really know much about Tina Turner. I just knew like her, like obviously the really famous songs like Proud Mary, River Deep, Mountain High, What's Love Got to Do with It. So I didn't really know much about her, I think just because it was like a little bit before my time. And like obviously I knew like she was referred to as like the queen of rock and roll and everything. But yeah, it was just a very, very sad story. You had McAllister's? Do you have this in Cali? I have no idea what McAllister's is. Like from Home Alone? Like the family name? Is that what the baby wanted, Alex? Yeah, he was terrible to her. Well, I thought it was interesting that, like, I mean, obviously, I don't know how much, like, the musical kind of, like, changed the story, which I don't imagine it was very much. But the fact that he convinced her mom, like, oh, she'll send you money home, right, because she'll be making, like, so much money on the road with him, and then yet he never gave her any money to kind of keep her, like, dependent on him. So, like, she never got a paycheck and all that stuff. Sandwich place? Oh, nice. We have Subway, obviously, and then we have Jersey Mike's, which I like Jersey Mike's a lot. And then we have some other one, some firehouse thing, but I've never been there. I'm too young to know about the movie. Wait, is there a Tina Turner movie? What? McAllister's is like a deli. They have sandwiches and soup. Spud potatoes. Wow. That sounds cool. Yeah, you got it after your doctor's appointment, so the baby wanted it. Oh, the movies, that's what's love got to do with it? Okay. Oh, Angela Bassett. Okay. I'll have to go check that out. But yeah, but it was crazy because some of the performances that they did in the musical, I was like, whoa. I was like, I feel like I literally felt like I was at a Tina Turner concert. Like this lady's stage presence was like, I mean, obviously that's probably why she got the part, but like amazing, you know? Oh man, it's getting we're on the home stretch. Now your mouth is watering for potato spuds. Yeah, that sounds pretty bomb. Well, I know what restaurant I need to go to if I ever visit the South again. But yeah, the last time I was in the South I was like 14. Someone set off fireworks, yeah. Did you hear the sirens? Yep. Sounds about right. 14, so last year. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yep, it was a band trip with my church, so me and all my childhood besties were together, so that was fun. You guys, we're almost done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only have 10 more. And then later today, I'll do some revisions on this file. I'll probably post this one up on the Facebook group if anyone wants to attempt it. I'll put this one out for free. I want to spend more time on my Facebook group, but it's hard, man. Like balancing everything is hard. I have a River Deep Mountain High stuck in my head now. I think that's one of my favorite songs that she sings. I mean, Proud Mary is pretty good too. Question, where do you get the slate for your slate projects? Scamazon. I actually got the coasters from Michael's. They're $5 for a pack of 4. So I thought that was a pretty decent deal. And then I'm selling the sets of coasters for $25 for the set of 4. So far I've sold 3 sets, so not doing too badly. Yeah, so Michael's now, if you don't know, they have their own like in-house brand called Make something, Make it's either just Make or like Make Market. And so like they have their own brand of shirts, which I don't recommend. They're very like not soft. But they have a lot, like they have their own markers now. They have their own blanks, like the slate coasters and all different kinds of coasters and stuff. And then they have some other things. I think they have like some miniatures. And I'm sure other stuff that I'm missing. Have you seen all the new sublimation blanks at Hobby Lobby? I personally haven't seen them. My Hobby Lobby didn't have them. But I also know Hobby Lobby is like way bigger in the East. Do they work or does the water run off of them? The slate? No, it works. It's like the edges. I get what you're saying. Like, no, it captures the water pretty well. Because it's only the very edge where it's kind of like divoted. Make Market. Okay, you have the Templars. There we go. Yeah, Hobby Lobby probably has some slate too, actually. Actually, I found a larger round slate serving board in the Target dollar spot last year. It was like $5. I meant to make a movie, or not movie. I meant to make a video about like engraving it, and then I just never got around to it. So I still have it. Maybe I should do the slate and pair it with marshmallow roasting sticks, and then I could do like a little marshmallow charcuterie board thing that I can bring out to the fire pit. That could be kind of cool. Yeah, now you know your plans after lunch, huh? This glue is like being annoying. I think part of it I put too much in the middle, and so that's why these last couple ones there's like so much glue on it. You'll love the new stuff. They have kitchen towels, pot holders. Whoa. Wow. And they're selling artistry. You stand set a charcuterie board with one of those boards from the Target dollar spot. Nice. Did you use like the torch paste or did you use paint? Because let me tell you, I'm all about the torch paste, guys. I think it's cool. Like if you don't have a laser, torch paste is your bestie. My problem is like I want to make so many things just because I enjoy it, and so it's like the backlist of projects I want to do is ridiculous. Because then there are like some really big projects that I want to do too, but they just take up so much time and space that they always keep getting pushed to the bottom of the list. You know? StarCraft chalk paint, nice. I like that paint. It's good. I'm almost done, guys. I'm almost done. What I should have done too is this very, very last hole. I should have deleted that from the design because it's going to be hard to get some needle and thread through there. But I'm going to try. Last one. Okay, let's see if I can actually do this. Oh, I don't know. Because then I got to do like a back stitch on these couple ones too. Oh, that actually worked out really well. Okay. Pull this one really tight since it's like the very edge. So I like to, for most of my things, I just go back one stitch. Some people like to do like 2 or 3. I just think that's doing a lot of extra work. But the key is to not split the thread that's already there. There's a fly in here. All right. Okay, let's switch back to this one so we can see what I'm doing here. Okay. So I'm going to pull this nice and tight. And then we cut it. And then I'll just use the end of that to push it down. Like so. Nice, so you can barely even tell. So we have our little thing. I gotta find where I put the bone finder. Bone thingy. Is that in here? Yes. Alright. So we can use this little thing to go down in the edges here and make sure there's no glue in the corner. All right, you guys, we have a little pouch. I feel like you could actually put quite a bit. So like obviously it's a little too big for my sunglasses. I mean, if you really want to, you can like shove them in there. But like I could take out, you know, a good, I don't know, however long that is. But the possibilities are endless. But let's see. D, I have the Glowforge laser. Nope. I had the Glowforge. Now, is the Glowforge like my absolute favorite? Not by any means, but it's perfect for beginners. It works great. I use it on a daily basis. And the really cool thing that they do is that once you buy one, you have a referral link. So if someone uses your link, you get $500 off of the price of the Glowforge, and then that person gets a $500 credit. Or it depends like which tier that you buy, but it's really cool. I like it a lot, actually. Thanks for the kick in the pants to get back. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, needs foot. Very cool. Maybe put a snap on it. Yeah, definitely. Well, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had tons of fun. You guys made my bad day a little bit better, so thank you. I appreciate that. But hopefully, actually, there won't be a live stream next week. Is it next? Yeah, so next Monday there'll be no live stream because I'm going to go teach music at another camp. So maybe we can do it a different day, maybe. But so that will be, so no live stream next week as of right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.